Now, our wonderful Reverend Jennifer is here to give us a message of inspiration and our meditation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. And a reminder, the new book, Mastery of Love, that book study starts again June 9th. If any of you are interested in going to the annex Monday for the meditation, please note that the parking lot on Church Street, they'll be paving that, so it will be closed and not available for parking on Monday and Tuesday. We are very grateful that they are paving that parking lot. Yes.
You can park right on Main Street.
You certainly can.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Dwell Yoga. Yeah, avocado green, exactly. Like those old kitchen appliances. Gold and avocado green. So this is again from Dynamics for Living from Charles Fillmore. The spoken word. Every idea originating in divine mind is expressed in the mind of man. Through the thought of man, the divine mind idea is brought to the outer plane. Is brought to the outer plane of consciousness. Through movement of what is termed the conscious or most outer plane of action, the thought takes expression as the spoken word. There's in the formed conscious man or body a point of concentration for this word. Through this point, the word is expressed in invisible vibrations. Following the creative law in its operation from formless to the formed, we can see how an idea fundamental in divine is grasped by the man ego, how it takes form in his thought, and how it is later expressed through the spoken word. If man conformed to the divine law, his word would make things instantly. He has lost, in a measure, knowledge of the steps in the creative process from within to the without. The mental emanation and the creative word are the forces that stimulate the receptive intelligence of nature. When we believe what we hear, there is formed in us the substance of the word. So this is the power that we have, the power we have hold of, and our ability to use. Thought, word, and action. These three steps. We hold thoughts in mind of things we want to see manifest in our life experience or situations we want to see changed. We hold those thoughts in mind and they come to us from our soul and they come to us through our spiritual practice. These thoughts come to us and sometimes we hear some things or sometimes we'll see an image. Sometimes we'll see words. They enter into our consciousness and they take hold because something resonates within us. If it doesn't resonate within you during that time of spiritual practice, it moves on. But when it holds on to you and it resonates with you that this is something of your soul's desire for you to see manifest, it holds on. And after we are done with our spiritual practice, there is the spoken word. So thoughts, words, actions. As Dave mentioned, we are all about affirmations because with affirmations we are speaking aloud these words of things that we want to see manifest in our world, we want to see changed. That's why we speak out words like peace, words like world peace, words like harmony and compassion and love and light. We speak it out, and it comes through our throat, and that's our power center with our 12 powers, right? The back of the throat. That's our power center. We speak these words. We speak these affirmations. We speak loving words to others, and it has more power and effect. We were talking about this a little bit in our Wings class yesterday, and recognizing and knowing that in addition to speaking these words out, not to simply speak these words with no feeling, kind of flat. Oh yeah, world peace, that'll be great. No, world peace, world peace. We want world peace. We want love. We want compassion for everyone. I want everyone to see the divine nature within each and every one of you. I want you all to recognize and know you are sacred. I am sacred. That brings up feelings for me when I talk about that. And when I speak those words with feeling and emotion, they are much more powerful. Later on in this book, Charles goes on the next section to talk about words and zeal. Words of truth from a zealous man possess dynamic power to heal and bless because spiritual man enters into them. When I'm using my emotions to talk and use my words, that spiritual part of me is joining with my sense consciousness and my body to get the point across. And it is dynamic power, so much more power. We've talked about in the past how, we all grew up with even saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And you say it over and over and over again in school. I don't know if they still do anymore. But what about, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There is a difference between what I said first and what I said last. The power we have instilled within us with our innate wisdom and intelligence surpasses any condition we are experiencing. And as we come together and use those words and use that power and that understanding, the energy behind it and the possibilities and the probabilities of making serious change elevates 100-fold. When I have those visions in my spiritual practice, and I have those imaginings of world peace, it settles my heart. And then when I go forward and I do a little something, like write a letter or say an affirmation about world peace and love and light, that elevates the energy. And when we come together and do that together, it elevates it 100 times more. That's what community is all about. Unity, coming together. I'm so excited for us to go down to Unity of El Paso. More of us together, coming together in love and light and community and saying together these affirmations and elevating the energy of that area, that space. We in Unity of Las Cruces are elevating the energy of Las Cruces and New Mexico, and as it ripples out, it loses a little bit of its vibrational energy, perhaps. We go down to El Paso and we help them, and that infuses their community more. That energy in that area. There is so much work to do, and our piece to do it with simple affirmations backed by our love and understanding of peace and unity with one another. So I encourage you this next week, when you are saying an affirmation, you are saying something affirmative out loud. Look at the energy behind it. Are you putting your emotions into it? Are you putting energy into it? Like Emerald Lagasse, kick it up a notch. All right? Add a little bit more into it. Put more power into those words that you feel and know and understand, and you want to raise the vibration in Las Cruces and New Mexico and all around the world. You want to do it, and you can do it by putting more of your energy and power behind it. So give that awareness and consideration this next week when you're doing your affirmations and reading your daily words and speaking your words out loud. You're making the difference. You're elevating my energy. I'm elevating your energy. We're in this together. Thank you. Now we'll get ready for our meditation. Taking a deep breath in and letting it out. Our feet on the floor, back against the chair. Relax. Just noticing your breath. Calm and easy. From the top of your head, that divine power, that energy, notice it slowly going down over your head, down your face, down the back of your head to the neck. If there's any discomfort, it is washed away. Surrounded with love and light. Your eyes, your nose, your ears. They are perfection. That energy goes down over your neck and shoulders and relaxing. Any tenseness eases away. Any discomfort. If there's any pain, send it loving, healing thoughts, allowing it to relax and thanking it for bringing your attention. So you can see its perfection, know its perfection, and that it eases and returns to its perfect health. Now wonderful energy, healing energy going down over your chest and your upper back and down the arms into the hands, the fingers. Any discomfort is eased away with this wonderful, dynamic, divine power. Eased away. You take your hands and put them on your abdomen. And that wonderful, divine healing energy goes into all the organs. Any discomfort, any dis-ease, this healing power is doing its work at the cellular and atom level, remembering its perfection and returning back to that state of perfect health. And that energy goes down over the hips and the backside and the regenerative organs, the reproductive organs. Again, perfection. Remembering its perfection. The healing at every cell. Remembering its perfection and returning to that state. Waking up, as Myrtle said, when we bring our attention to it. And that healing energy continues on down our legs, over the knees. All the joints move with ease, comfort, lovingly supporting us in all that we do. We are so grateful for our bones and our muscles and our tissue, those tendons, the blood, the fluids, the spinal cord. All of these wonderful, wonderful pieces of ourself, God made in perfection. And that wonderful energy goes down the lower legs, into our feet and our toes, and into Mother Earth. We are connection between the heavenly skies and Mother Earth. We are a conduit of sense consciousness and spiritual consciousness. All of that spirit is in, through, and around us. At the cell level, at the atom level, and even smaller. The energy, the loving energy that is all we are and everything around us. Take a few moments and thank every cell and atom in your body, seeing each one, everything as sacred. We are whole, complete, and perfect. breathe in one more time. And exhale. Being in complete knowingness of our perfection. When you are ready, open your eyes.
When I was going through my midlife meltdown, I did a lot of study and exploration, like I'm sure many of you have, and you kept hearing this thing about, well, take baby steps. Take baby steps. You've heard that one. Sometimes you come to a rushing stream or a wall or a chasm, baby steps don't work. It takes a leap of faith. That's what this song is about. I discovered this song just listening to music. It's by Guy Clark. And it's called The Cape. 8 years old with a flour sack cape tied all around his neck. He climbed up on the old garage. He was figuring, what the heck? He screwed his courage up so tight that the whole thing came unwound. Got a running start, bless his heart, he's headed for the ground. One of those that knows that life is just a leap of faith. So take a breath, spread your arms, and always trust your cape. All grown up with a flour sack cape all tied around his dreams, full of grit and vinegar, busting at the seams. He licked his finger to check the wind. It's gonna be do or die. Not afraid of nothing, pretty sure he could fly. And he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. So spread your arms and take a breath and always trust your cape. He's old and gray with a flour sack cape all tied around his head. He's still jumping off them old garages, and he will till he's dead. All the years The people said he's acting like a kid. He did not know he could not fly, so he did. He's one of those that knows that life is just a leap of faith. So spread your arms, take a breath, and always trust your cape. Yes, he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. So spread your arms and take a breath and always trust your cape. Yeah, spread your wings, release your breath and always trust your cape.